Late breaking news, Chargers Joey Bosa. He's out for at least 2 months. We'll get the details in a second. Meanwhile, Kawhi Leonard will play his first basketball game, albeit exhibition, since the Orlando COVID bubble. And unlike Miami, the Rams do pay attention if you have a concussion. Hi, I'm James. This is your daily dose of sports and snark for the greatest sports city in the world, Los Angeles. This is Faithful Angelenos. Why, yes, I am wearing my Galaxy jersey for 2 days in a row. We'll get to why in a moment. I want to thank people for tuning in on Sunday. It is October 2nd, 2022. If you like the content we put out about LA sports, clickety-clack the like button. Clickety-clack the subscribe button. There's a notifications bell. Hit that. It'll let you know when we drop new content. Sharing is caring. Let people know we exist. And yes, comment. For there is a God. It ain't me. Before we take a look at the news and notes from around LA, go from the scoreboard here. The Dodgers have a franchise record 110 wins with a full week of the regular season to go. Freddie Freeman, he was 2 for 3 with 2 runs and a double. Dodgers 6, Colorado 4. Meanwhile, over at the Coliseum, Caleb Williams passes for 3 touchdowns, runs for another. There's a rapid recap, by the way, on the USC playlist if you want to know more. But the bottom line, USC 42, Arizona State 25. And the Galaxy have qualified for MLS Cup playoffs. Douglas Costa kicked a penalty to lift LA into the playoffs with a tie against Real Salt Lake 1-1. There's a rapid recap of that match. Look on the Galaxy playlist. Meanwhile today, the Chargers are going to face Houston at 10 a.m. There's a preview of that game on the Chargers playlist. Colorado will face the Dodgers at 1 o'clock. That's Tyler Anderson, 15-4 versus Herman Marquez, 8-13. And LAFC, they're going to play the Portland Timbers at noon. Here's the deal. To win the Supporters Shield, all the black and gold have to do, beat the Timbers. ESPN is reporting that Joey Bosa of the Chargers is expected to miss 2 to 2.5 months with a groin muscle tear. He had surgery to repair it on Thursday. ESPN, though, is also saying that if Bosa returns, don't expect him to be a elite rusher in this season because there's going to be more recovery time needed before he's 100%. In the meantime, Chris Rumph is next up, along with Kyle Van Noy. They usually play him at the inside linebacker, but he can shift to the outside and rush just as easily. Bosa is a loss for the Chargers. There's no question about it. He's played 7 seasons for him, 59.5 sacks. So yeah, he's productive. They're going to miss him. Kawhi Leonard. There's going to be a preseason game on Monday against Portland, and he will play for the Clippers, according to Tyronn Lue. You might recall Leonard tore his ACL in Game 4 against Utah in the Orlando playoff bubble back in 2020, I believe it was. If you look at pictures of Kawhi, he's thicker, but that doesn't mean he's been knocking down Twinkies and ribs. No, he's been lifting weights and he is a lot more bulkier. Whether that's going to prove to be advantageous for him or not remains to be seen. Also, John Wall will make his debut for the Clippers in that game. Guard David Edwards will be out for the Rams in Monday Night Football against the San Francisco 49ers. He entered the concussion protocol because, of course, LA didn't hire Miami's training staff. You can expect Bobby Evans to step in. By the way, for that Monday night game, there will be a preview that I'm going to post on the Rams playlist later today. Speaking of concussions, quarterback Jalen Ramsey went on a rant about the NFL. The upshot, worry about safety, not how I wear my socks. Ramsey keeps getting fined because for whatever reason, his socks aren't up to code for the NFL, to show you how micromanaging that league could really be. Dustin May is going to throw a bullpen session today for the Dodgers, and if all goes well, a simulated game comes next. These things matter. Dave Roberts said he's confident that May will be back for the National League Division Series, and as we know, the Dodgers need as much pitching as they can get their hands on. Lakers coach Darvin Ham is serious about getting more threes. He even wants the center, not Anthony Davis, center Damian Jones, to shoot from beyond the arc. Said Ham, quote, "If I have Robin Lopez making threes, I'm sure I can make Damian Jones to make threes," unquote. And there may be some truth to that effect. Lopez was 11 of 51 from three-point range before he came to Milwaukee. That first year with the Bucks, with Ham as an assistant coach, Lopez fired up more than 100 and sank more than a third of them. Also, the Lakers had a public scrimmage Saturday out in Temecula. The most apparent thing to the people watching, the Lakers are really pushing the pace this year. Now, whether or not that actually could hold up with a 38-year-old LeBron James remains to be seen, but the rest of them can run. Bill Plaschke of the LA Times says that it's time to stop ignoring the Bruins football team. I haven't. I don't know what to tell this guy. I haven't. I mean, I need to repeat this sometimes to people. Yes, I am a USC fan, but I've been saying this from the beginning of this channel. In order for USC to look even better, or for the Pac-12 to look better, both LA teams have to be good. It doesn't matter if UCLA is a pushover to USC, what good does that do the Trojans? They need a legit rival to make up for the fact that the rest of the conference typically hasn't been that competitive. You need Notre Dame and you need UCLA. If UCLA and USC continue to push each other, it makes West Coast football that much more prominent. By the way, speaking of West Coast football being prominent, there may be as many as 5 teams from the Pac-12 conference in the top 25 when it gets released later today. And if you enjoy Midwesterners suffering, particularly the ones who were clowning Lincoln Riley, please note, Oklahoma had its second loss last night. So no, they're not going to the college football playoffs. They're probably not even going to be top 25 anymore. Isn't that a happy thought? I don't like the Midwest much. Now, if you enjoy this content, don't forget to like and subscribe to Faithful Angelenos. We do talk LA sports here. Thank you for watching. I'm James. We'll be back today with a Rams preview and possibly a rapid recap of the Chargers game. Faithful Angelenos is a Ken Corte El Queso production. Take care.